Nothing. Been up for 19 hours? Well, Milric, I think it's time to get some sleep. Pretty soon. All set for this. Chocolate milk while driving trucks and listening to Twiggie? I am always in favor of chocolate milk. I like chocolate milk. I don't have it very often, but it's good. Let's just get started, shall we? I'm a little nervous. I've seen a lot of water scenes in this main menu screen thing. I'm a little nervous. Been napping for like 3 hours? Damn. I'm out of shits to give about it. I get that. I was very close to just not giving a damn and streaming with my my nap here. For those who didn't see it, I posted a picture on Twitter. That was not very very flattering. This is what I've seen. I've kind of seen little in some aspects of stability.
Hey, ooh. How you doing?
Oh, I understand, mister. So it's unstable. Aw, that's not good. Hi, Joey. Hope you're doing well. Let's get started. Can't really watch stream without Twiggie cutting out. Oh no, Galsa! I hope you have a great time. We will see you later, Galsa. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you, Joey. Thank you, thank you. It's a little messy, but I kinda like it. Kinda like it. It's been some time, so I don't have the best memories. I mean, for all we know, they could have patched it, and I don't know. It's a fairly new game, isn't it? It came out, I don't know when? A month? 2 months? 3 months ago? I have no clue. That's how much I pay attention, but I know it's fairly new. My crime drama has been postponed because Crown Prince Frederick and Crown Princess Mary is doing some award thing. It sounds about right. How dare they do that award thing tonight? How dare they? Chapter 1, Pierce Investigations Agency, Boston. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a new case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly, or risk losing his license. Are we a detective? Hell yeah. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. Yeah, Pierce is an investigator now. I like it. Oh no! This is not the kind of detective I want to be. Ah! Can we not do this with sharks? Please. Maybe I picked the wrong game. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, mouse sensitivity is so high. Controls. It's... Whoa. No, I want to apply. Okay, there we go. That's a little... I don't know why they do this. Just have the perfect mouse sensitivity every time. It's not that hard.
Happy late birthday, P.
Oh, Limey, thank you very, very much for that. That's very kind. Thank you so much for your donation. That's very generous. I appreciate that. All right. I assume we can't go back. No. Yeah, I don't like this place. Can I leave?
Oh my god! We're having a fire! Oh, the birthday!
I forgot to change the alerts. I forgot to change the alerts.
The school children! Ah!
Oh.
This isn't a fever scene, Greg! Can't even see where the knob is!
Thank you so
Oh my
much.
God!
Anonymous gifter for gifting 3 subs to the community. That's very, very, very kind.
Evacuate all the school children!
Alright, see you, Galsa. Hope you have a great rest of your day.
Oh my god! We're having a fire!
Birthday.
Oh, the burning!
I forgot to change it. I should have changed it.
Evacuate all the school children!
It's...
This isn't a fever
Hang on.
scene, Greg! Can't even see where the knob is!
There was a little stutter. No, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Thank you so much, Anonymous Gifter, for gifting a sub to Lady Kasai, Stegmeyer, Bullet Monkey. That's very kind. And Limey, thank you again for your donation. It's very, very generous of the both of you. I should change the... I was supposed to change it back to the normal one instead of the birthday one, but yeah. I forgot. It's what I do. I forget things, okay? You must light up some items in order to interact with them. Oh. What an awful time to miss the beginning of a stream. The game looks awesome. Yeah, it does look... It does look pretty good.
Oh my god! We're having a fire!
Birthday.
Oh, the burning! It burned me! Evacuate all the school children!
Right.
This isn't a fever scene, Greg! Can't even see where the knob is! Oh my god!
Okay, we have light. A hurricane lamp.
Oh, the burning! It burned me! Evacuate all
I
the
think I
school
found out why there was some stuttering.
Oh,
It's because I lean by pressing right mouse button.
can't even see where the knob is!
Thank you so much, Anonymous Gifter, again, for gifting 2 more subs to Union Vita and Sapphire Hue. That's very, very kind. We'll see you later, Galsa. Have a great day. Okay, so we have light. And apparently you cannot interact with things in the dark. You have to have a light on them. That's an interesting mechanic. That's an interesting mechanic. Oh, what? What? Oh, I can light it up even more. It is the creepiest light we could possibly have gotten, yes. It feels very fitting for this kind of game, though. Everything as creepy as possible. Okay, so we have bolt cutters. We use them automatically, that's good. There was another door up here, though. I'm not sure which they want me to go through, but we'll test this one. Who's talking? Who was talking? Also, I don't really know what this does. I think it's just extra bright light for a moment. Is this the same door? Oh, it is. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Okay, okay. Bolt cutters, a tool every detective has at all times. Yeah. Do you ever leave your house without bolt cutters? I am somewhat familiar with Lovecraft, yes. Yes. I know roughly what kind of stuff I can expect. This is not pleasant at all. Can I? No. Okay.
Don't fight.
Ugh!
You have been chosen.
What if I don't want to be chosen? What do you want me to run from? Oh no. Hi Tugboat! Hope you're doing well. Use mine all the time. I don't think I've ever used a bolt cutter. At least not for cutting bolts. The music is so creepy! was watching a video the other day of this guy who makes custom portable game consoles. He quoted the fire sale part. Awesome! I like it. Finally, someone.
Has already been written. Perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
What's with their faces?
I hate whiskey.
If that's the kind of dreams you have when you drink whiskey, I understand that you hate whiskey. Alright, my private detective agency contracted to the...
Hi.
Forever Alone and Lonely, hello, thank you so much for the bits. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you are doing well. Hope you're not too lonely. There's someone who is able to survive without bolt cutters? Yeah. How often do you really need them? After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston, where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adulteries, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles. But this place is mine, for the moment. You have inventory. My old lighter that I engraved in memory of the 77th Infantry Division and the men of the Lost Battalion who fell. Hi, Irons. Good evening. Knowledge. I have no knowledge. I know nothing. Apparently. Ooh! I didn't know there were skill points in this game. Ooh. Eloquence represents your ability to influence those you talk to by the power of your speech. Improving this skill increases your chances of convincing or manipulating during discussions. Investigation represents your investigating talents. Improving this skill increases your chances of understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene or an object, and of picking locks. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Improving this skill increases... Yeah. An undiscovered object will not appear in-game. Psychology represents your knowledge of human behavior. Increases your chances of understanding the motivations of a person based on his or her behavior or on the analysis of objects. Occultism. Improving this skill increases your chances of determining the use and origin of occult artifacts and of expressing your knowledge of the myth. Always get those speech perks when they're available. I feel bad if there's a text option that I can't access. Me too. Me too. I always want to get the text option because I feel horrible if I can't choose a text option, but then I always think, but these other skills are cooler. Medicine represents your medical knowledge, increases your chance of determining the dosage of a drug, or making a diagnosis, or of expressing your understanding of medical problems. The medicine and occult skill can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. Ooh. Strength represents your ability to call in your physical power, increases your chance of forcing doors or mechanisms, or of using violence, physical or verbal, during interactive discussions. I love this. I'm looking forward to it. Sanity. Okay. Nightmares. He's traumatized. Consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares that haunt him. Not a very good idea, but sure. Do we have any skill points? No, we have no skill points. Okay. The case. Sanity that one has highs is already gonna get. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? I have an idea. Oh, there's so much to investigate.
I wonder why I still take these things.
Sleeping pills. Okay.
Been too long since I've slept in a bed.
Get a bed. Get one of those sleeping couches. Can't be that hard.
I used to be an avid reader.
Sleeping pills look a lot like a whiskey. That, yeah.
Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
They do. And the fact that he
Married
combines
woman
them.
runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Kept on calling me for weeks after the investigation had been closed. Oof. Oof. Why did I take that with me?
A good old story of
Why
blackmail
am I-
in a speakeasy.
The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed his case. But when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you. Why am I taking these with me? Are they gonna be of importance?
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
What do I need them for?
I should get rid of all this stuff.
Why? You're literally taking it with you. You must have a trapper keeper along with those bolt cover. Sure, can come in handy. Game saved.
Been a while
right?
since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
This is inventory. What? Sub-menus? Oh, these are knowledge. Oh, okay. I'm not really sure what we need that for yet. But okay. Have a drink? Not now, we're working. You don't drink on the job.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
That is the first time I've seen Twigs refuse a drink on stream.
We are working! Okay? It won't happen again. Thank you for the bid skills. Maybe you need to make a campfire? Maybe. That would certainly make sense. How can you get rid of stuff without taking it with you? I don't know. Throw it away? Okay, so now we have 8 skill points. Character points, sorry. We should probably... Hang on. Hang on. I want the speech and I want the spot hidden. We can level up both of those. That means we spend 6 points, and that means we don't have enough to level up any of the others. Except for medicine, but it's said that medicine and occultism could only be improved by objects in the game? I don't know. New level. Then we'll level up the spot hidden because we're now a professional in both of those. Because then we have the option to find more stuff and to talk to people. Validate. I'm pressing enter to validate. It's not doing anything. Do I need to take them all, maybe? Oh, maybe I do. We are a professional in investigation. Maybe we do psychology. Yeah, okay. Sure. I wish I could save skill points that you didn't have to use them all.
And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll.
Might keep you on the payroll. That sounds very promising. I feel comforted.
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem. And I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
Excuse me? Who are you and why are you judging me?
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
No.
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector.
Oh, he knows.
All of Boston knows you.
Tell me,
Excuse
Mr.
me.
Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl.
Aww.
She is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter?
Hi, Pureblood.
Yes.
Good
Everyone knows
evening.
her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah,
Aww.
her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already
This
dead.
guy's talking like he didn't refuse
Find
that
out
drink.
the
Yeah.
They say she was mad,
God
but
damn
I know
it.
that's a lie.
I'm not
she
a
would
drunkard.
never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof,
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
It's creepy as shit is what
am
it
I
is.
supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I
You
placed a file
objected?
on your desk. It contains everything I have
Never
on
mind.
the affair.
I thought it said new objective, look at your diary, but it's just that we got a new objective here. The doctor can this is just the same. Strange picture painted by Sarah Hawkins a short while before her tragic death was sent to her father just after the artist died. He is convinced that she's the sender. Examine the painting, examine the file. We can do both of those things. Oh, that's the wrong button.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
A shipping label. Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. In the police report, it says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawking, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life with their only son, Simon. I'm just gonna carry that painting around. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me. Ooh.
Its strange beauty isn't enough to hide the feeling of dread it carries.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Oh. Ooh. Why is the stream latency on my phone almost 2 seconds shorter than on my computer? No clue. I have the low latency option selected, but I don't know why that would be. I'm gonna assume that these things with the question mark, the exclamation mark, leads to us finding more information, and the talk things progress the conversation. So I'm gonna assume that if I do this, I can still go back to the other options.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Right, okay. Twitch stuff, better don't ask. Yeah, that sums up most of Twitch stuff, to be fair. I wonder what investigation professional. I wonder what this.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I hope that doesn't end the conversation.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
No, it doesn't. Okay. 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 Where did she live?
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
I can't take him seriously with his sunglasses indoors. He's that kind of guy. I think he's allowed to. Because look at the rest of his outfit. But yeah, I agree.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Because he did just lose his family. Yeah, we can excuse a lot of things with this guy right now. Just right now. Give him like a month and he should be fine. Is the illness with the eyes that you have to have sunglasses or you suffer? He could be. Could be. Or he's just nuts. That's what we thought about Aspen's mom. To be fair, we've thought that about a lot of people throughout the years.
I'm a private investigator, not an art critic.
I guess you're not as clever as you think, then. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Okay, I guess we'll do it.
I'm beginning to understand.
Sure.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right.
I'll do it.
I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
I don't trust that guy at all. She got him that sick jacket. She did. She did. Find out about Darkwater. Do I have any information about that? Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Charles. Shipowner. Was a local celebrity on Darkwater. The heir of a shipowner family, he used to travel a lot. He met Sarah Hawkins during a trip in Paris. They fell in love, got married, and Hawkins took her to the remote island of Darkwater. Sarah, a painter known for her tortured artistic universe. She was worshipped for the strangeness of her work and the rarity of her public appearances. I seem to remember that she once said, "I paint what my dreams whisper to me." Her marriage to Charles Hawkins years ago surprised the high society columnist. A wealthy Boston heiress, known for her partygoing, chooses to follow her new husband and live as a recluse on an island of Darkwater. She disappeared from the front pages of newspapers and nobody heard anything more about her. Even her death in fire remained a secret. Only her father, Stephen Webster, continued to seek truth. And nothing about Simon. Nothing. Alright. Alright. Hi, Shadow. Good to see you. And now the tiredness kicked in. If you're tired like me, maybe have a nap. I like naps. I'm a huge supporter of naps. Although it might be a little late for a nap. Yeah. Hi, Capu. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Intuitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced imposter for others. Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. This mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images with violent colors and wild strokes to the world. If her paintings are testimony of her visions of the world, then the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to other dimensions. Okay, so we don't really have anything more to go on.
North Atlantic.
You have a book
I'll
on the
no doubt
North
find
Atlantic.
some information on this island in there.
Okay. Have a longer nap, also called sleep. I like sleep as well.
Natural sciences,
I gotta say.
linguistics, archaeology.
Every time I try to nap, it somehow ends up being 6 hours later. I am familiar with that feeling as well, yeah.
I used to be an avid reader.
Yeah, where's that book? Where's that one book you say you have? This one? Friendly gave in and bought Divinity 2? I'm glad to hear it, Capu. I loved Divinity Original Sin 2. Although I didn't really complete it. I've been thinking about going back to it, but it's been so long. But I'm glad you like it. Glad you like it. Still to this day, I haven't met anyone who doesn't like naps. I've met a few.
Darkwater is off the coast
actually.
of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
I'm gonna eat a whole pizza while watching. Nice. I'm always in favor of pizza. What kind of pizza do you have, Capu? Your gameplay is about 60% of the reason I bought it. Oh, nice. Nice. I love it when people say that. This game is supposedly very good. I've heard that it's very good. I have avoided watching other people play it, even though some of my favorite content creators have been playing it, and I've just been like, no, I don't want to watch, but I do want to watch, but I want to play it blind. 4 cheeses. Oh, nice. That's so good. So good. Where are all these random car horns coming from? I don't know. We're in Boston, so I assume people just honk their cars a lot in Boston. Completely read it out for... Yeah, I heard. The definitive edition. I will go back to it at some point. Love pizza, but I'm really picky about the toppings. I get that. I mean, if you're gonna have pizza, you might as well have a pizza that you love. With toppings that you love. I get that. For me, generally, cheese and meat are winners. Okay. So now we have information.
All I have to do is go to the port.
Sure.
I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Dark.
Ooh, medicine. Does this give me medicine points? It did. I don't know how to do anything. Cool. Okay. Pizza just an excuse to eat all kind of random shit together, which otherwise would be gross. Well, vaguest possible toppings, yeah, but you can never go wrong with meat and cheese on pizza. Come on. My preferred toppings like kebab, pepperoni, onion, and red bell peppers. I mean, I could eat all of those things for sure, but I would prefer something else. That's a dramatic entrance. I have a bear somewhere too. Nice. Nice. I have a few beers too, but I'm not gonna drink them. Not tonight. Most pizzas are topped with mushrooms, onions, pineapple, olives, pepper.
We're almost there.
All the stuff I hate. It sounds familiar. I don't know why people put mushrooms and stuff on pizza. Too cold now when it gets warmer. I'll picture my fire grilled pizza. Oh yes, that's one of my favorite ways to cook a pizza. Ugh. My parents used to make that when we're at the cabin. It's so good. Grabbing a handful of mushrooms, a tomato, and a slice of ham and eating them together. You're not wrong, Kepu. I mean, isn't pizza traditionally just a way to use leftover foods? Like, you would have some ham and cheese left and you would just throw it on bread and cook it. They just perfected that.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
You stove from scratch, homemade sauce, and cook it on stone. Oh,
Why, thank
so
you,
good.
Captain Fitzroy.
So good.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
This is a depressing as shit island.
We would all prefer to forget. Charles
Like, with those
Hawkins may have been a
mountains,
landlubber.
the scenery is beautiful. At least make
And
the
his
town
wife,
look a little better.
Sarah Hawkins.
Colors, it's so
A nice young woman.
brown.
And a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what?
I'm
Go
not
have a
in
drink
control,
at
by the way.
Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As
I'm
for
getting-
me, you'll find me at the harbor master's
I'm getting
office.
very strong.
If it's the
fuck, what's
Hawkins
it called?
family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood.
Oh my god, what's it called? The game with
Going
the
for a look around the docks.
it looks very similar. And you have the whale oil. And you can choose to go sneaky or stab everyone. What's it called? You search for the daughter of the Dishonored! Yes, thank you. I could not for the life of me remember what it's called. It reminds me very much of Dishonored. In many ways. I mean, both visually and the way the camera zoomed and all in the cutscene while we were talking to that guy. Very similar. Go to the bar, talk to Bradley. Are you into Lovecraft stuff? Yeah, I can definitely appreciate Lovecraftian stuff. But seriously, look at this place. This is such a beautiful place in terms of nature, and they just made the most depressing little town. And we can go sneak with the daughter. Well, you knew what game I was talking about, though.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got
So
to
it
say about
works.
this woman, Cat.
Captain, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier, Cat. Are you familiar with his works? I have read some...
Broken. This place seems half
some of
abandoned.
his works, yes.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. Fishing equipment.
The bag?
Could do with some rust remover.
This is... I don't think there's a lot of rust on the... Oh, you're talking about the contents. Okay. Hi, Bull. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
This blackboard hasn't been used in a long while. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Ooh! Medical stuff! Yeah! Do I get 1% for each book? Please. That's nothing. Places. Okay, so all of these things... Cool. Clues. Threatening letter can probably come in handy. I'm just gonna search everything before I talk to the guy. Just, you know, exploring.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
He has a wooden leg. Okay. New clue memorized. Oh, he doesn't actually take them with him. He just memorizes them.
What a macabre souvenir.
That's very useful. Okay.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Okay. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? I don't know. I guess we'll find out at some point.
Oh my God! We're having
God.
a fire!
Birthday.
Oh, the burning! It burns me! Evacuate all the school children! Ah!
Guess we will leave.
This isn't a fever scene, Greg! Can't even see where the knob is!
Hooray!
Thank you so much, Capu. That is very kind of you. Thank you for resubscribing for 6 months. Has it been that long? Jesus. Thank you very, very much. Enjoy your golden pie. It looks very good on you.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Okay, so this is the bar. Oh. Okay, cutscene. There are a lot of cutscenes in this game. He doesn't look too happy to see me. Oh, what?
Hey, be careful.
Apparently I'm not too happy to see him either. Is that cat?
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
What? Oh, so we have the fighting option? Test strength. Test eloquence. Can I test it before I say it?
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess.
I don't think my eloquence level is high enough.
La-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey.
Oh,
You have
no.
to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
I don't think he likes me. Should we just go straight for Sarah Hawkins? Let's do
What
it.
can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
I don't think anybody in this town likes you. I don't think they do either. What did I do? I'm just trying to investigate. Are they all so set on like one side of the truth that when someone tries to investigate the case, they just go, fuck off, leave us alone? It's not speaking ill if it's true.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Oh. Oh. Maybe this is one of those we don't like your kind hair towns. Could be. I mean, it's a small remote town where most people are descendants from like whale hunters from 100 years ago, so they could be very, very set on like taking care of their own and disliking everyone else.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Okay. Everybody wants a PC, including that woman who called you earlier to talk shit about your job. Well, hopefully we'll find someone who,
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
I wasn't done with everything. I was done with Sarah Hawkins. Oh, okay. We're good.
The stranded whale.
We're good.
I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy.
I think most people here are the nostalgic sort of types.
When our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Find out about Darkwater. Oh, that was the same. Oh, never mind. It's a strong beer. It's 9.5. Really? That's a lot stronger than normal. Standard over here is 4.7%, I think. That's not bad. Don't like hearing about the whale poaching. It's just a game, Skibbles. It's just a game.
I didn't expect to find
it's
alcohol
just a game.
on this island. What's
but
the
I'm with
source
you.
of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
I'm looking for... Is he gonna be okay with that?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36? Darkwater?
I'm scared he's gonna yell at me.
The Hawkins warehouse.
Oh. Never mind.
I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
Ooh.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Like 2 beers in one. That sounds very practical, to be fair. Should we? No, let's not order a drink.
That'll be all for now.
I think that would be a bad idea, considering we do need to talk to more people in here. Creepy warehouse. Not only creepy, haunted. This is gonna be fun.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor.
Oh.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like that."
I'm just gonna very quickly... FOV, just increase it a little bit.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
Like this whole town is haunted. You're not wrong. It is that kind of place. It is definitely that kind of place. This settings menu, if you scroll down just one too far, it sets you back up to the top again. It's very, very annoying. Okay, yeah, that's much better. Much better.
You like our song?
No.
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
Oh, those epic settings. It's one of the best feelings in the world when you set a game and you set it to automatically detect settings and it sets everything to epic. It's a glorious feeling.
Whaling to an end?
The whales, of course. They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last.
The biggest. The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
Okay. What happens when you want to play games from 2005? Oh, Skipples. Aw. I had the same. I bought a brand new computer almost exactly a year ago. It's one of the best decisions I've done in a long time. A lot of games do that and give you 20 FPS. Yeah, I usually get a stable, at least 60. I don't have an FPS counter on right now, but it feels very smooth.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
I'm sure.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
Also, this looks like I'm supposed to be in control, but I'm not. This thing over here.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
We had given up hope. The crew of the Skilla, and what remains of it, returned to Darkwater Port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. Of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales, the cetacean that is already being called the miraculous catch covered the whole deck and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. Yeah, I think it's 1923 or something, I don't know. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing, workshop, or storage activities. Okay, cool. Occult element. Sure. Is this cat? She looks like she's cat. Old town was feasting on this one beached whale. Yes. As you do.
At, stranger?
What's a woman like you doing in a place like this? A little out there, but
the clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
Bit of a dick thing to say.
I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger.
Okay, I fucked up.
I told you to beat it.
Okay, I fucked up. I wonder if you can actually talk to her. Probably you need to bring something, or talk to someone else, get information about her, and then talk to her again. Who am I looking for? Not as charming as you thought. No! Do you think maybe if I had a higher eloquence thing that I could have, talk to her? Ooh, what are these guys doing? Also, can I talk to you guys? Hang on. No, okay. There's an asylum. Good things always happen there. Of course. Let's go to the asylum. Do you think it's haunted? The scene was 1000% accurate to how that encounter plays out in real life. You're not wrong, Skibbles. You're not wrong. It is a dick thing to say.
There's nothing for you here either. Beat it.
But I want to medal. I want to medal.
Beat it.
We go where we want. Hey, you'll get us.
Mom, they're not allowing me to medal. Fine.
Please move back. Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any
medicine.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate.
Cool.
It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
He's already dead.
They can't understand.
Have you found the minigun? There's a mini. I want any weapon that I can get. How do I get it?
The same goes for you, sir. Move
That's
along.
Bradley, okay.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
His face is freaking me out, all bottom teeth. He has a bit of a bunny face.
You're crazy.
They're cops.
A little bit of a bunny face. Can I pass here?
Anyway.
That's
No?
no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah.
I want to.
Get us into trouble.
I just want to pass. There's an upstairs? I didn't see any staircase. Ooh, there's a door behind here. What did I miss? Oh, I didn't talk to him. He's probably who I want to talk to, right? Shoot him? I have no reason to shoot him. Damn, stupidity is a great thing to say if you want to get on the cops' good side. Yeah, that's true. Also, I just remembered there was a lot of things that I didn't talk to him about. But they don't seem to be very polite in this town. Hey, excuse me.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand.
No!
You're not sailors. Oh yeah.
No, I don't get to.
Something real bad.
I missed out on dialogue. Feels bad. Feels super bad. The hardworking people, what do you expect? I expect them to take time out of their day to talk to me.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whisper.
Oh yeah, he's who I want to talk to.
Its reader and appear at various locations.
All this town cares about it as sweet, sweet whale meat. They don't care about me.
Finds a new reader.
This guy, on the other hand, don't have time to be nice. They can be nice to me. And yeah, Kepu, it's painful.
That's it.
He's not letting me talk to him.
No.
He's just talking to himself.
risks are too
What a
high.
weirdo.
It's a book.
Who
after
does
all.
that?
Pure knowledge.
Hello? Oh, and I can't. Ah. Can I talk to these
You
guys
like
again?
our song?
It's just the same.
That's.
I bid you
Good night.
So.
There is an upstairs. I need to find out how to get to it. This looks like... Oh, it's locked. Do you think there's a key anywhere? Or do I have to talk to someone to...
I told you to be...
Fuck off. What? Hello? Didn't it light up? Couldn't I talk to him again? Oh, I can. I can. Oh, I just need to get closer. Ah! Seemed like a student before finals. You're right. You're absolutely right. There was some... Oh, those are just the guys outside. You're right. I can relate. Nice, okay. No, there's nothing more. Do I need a drink? Do I need a drink? And bring it to the lady? I like horror games with a slow build-up. They're nice, aren't they? Because they're so much more effective when it actually turns scary. Hi, Sandon. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Last night I started rewatching the first season of Fargo. Needs to be high on the list. I forgot Bob Odenkirk. Oh, I love him. You're probably right. I should watch it. Kepu! Don't be a bad influence. I need to spend the entire day of tomorrow studying. I can't drink tonight. We're gonna drink in the game.
Told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege.
I didn't even
grant the privilege
choose.
to whoever I want.
That was...
Anything else?
Ah. I am salty. Ooh! Unlocked! Unlocked! Ah, I like this. Was a movie last night with it. Oh yeah, the Split it was called. That was really, really good. It got even more creepy. In ways, it was super, super good. Didn't see Jackson Martin thought Twiggy Bot was gonna send. that would have been scary. We've unlocked answers based on the things that we've talked to other people about. That I like.
I read the article on the miraculous catch. Interesting local folklore.
Don't get it into your head to repeat that round here. It's more than folklore. On that day, the crew of the Scylla caught an exceptional catch. The biggest whale ever caught. And they saved Darkwater from famine.
All right.
Charles Hawkins owed you a lot of money. Do you know if he had problems?
I don't know the details, and it's not my business. Money or not, he was always welcome in my bar. The Hawkins family was always much appreciated on the island.
Is that all?
You seem to know
That didn't
Charles
really give me
Hawkins
anything else.
How about his wife, Sarah Hawkins?
Well, she was a local somebody. We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. And
I've got
anything.
So I really have nothing else to talk to him about.
That'll be all.
That doesn't really allow me to progress. Hello, can I try you again? Guy looks like a character from Sea of Thieves. I never played that.
Can hear things and voices whispering.
Hello,
Will
acknowledge that I'm standing right next to you.
Various locations, gifted with its own consciousness.
Ah!
Until it finds a new reader.
Hello. He's looking at me. He's actually looking at me though. Look at his eyes.
Let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
Oh, come on. Book's more important. I beg to differ. Oh, I can actually... Oh god, look at his teeth. Look at his teeth. Gross, look at his eyeball. This is... This is unsettling. Okay, let's not do that again. We still need to find a way upstairs.
I told you to beat it.
What about the guy? I'm stuck. Okay, I'm fine. What about you? You're a bodyguard or something? Whatever. There's nothing else. This door is locked. You can probably kick it.
This game is weird enough without you breaking it.
Thank you, Skibbles, for the fix.
That's true. I bid you good night.
I never break games, though. To be fair.
The girl doctor.
Okay, I'm stuck. I've been playing this game for like 10 minutes and I'm stuck. I cannot go this way because that guy just keeps...
You think we don't know what you're doing? Hidden in the fog?
There's nothing for you here either.
Ah!
Optimistic.
There's... Where do I go? Fitzroy, where is he? Where is he? I need to talk to you. Is he... in here? Didn't we talk to that guy?
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor.
Oh,
the hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Is there a map function? I don't know. We'll find out afterwards.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty.
The huge one? That
Understood.
sounds great.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Yeah. Investigation. No, I know
It
who it belongs
to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Your documents are unreadable. Get better handwriting.
The manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I have no clue. What did Charles do for a living?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder?
If you're going through the documents to black stuff out, why not just destroy the whole document? You're absolutely right. Sounds like more work than the alternative. Also, because I chose that one option, I missed out on the one that unlocked. Apparently, going through all the dialogue options in this game is not the way to go. You have to choose the one that you want the most, because there's a good chance they will go away. Fuck. Ugh. That's gonna be rough. Look at all these unlocks. Yep. I did my research before talking to this guy. Who is Cat? I'm super curious about Cat.
I found a threatening letter signed by a certain Cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my house,
Oh,
Master's
I'm
office,
sorry.
but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not
I can help
exactly, no.
you.
That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Okay. Luckily, that didn't cross out all the other options. I think he's been smoking for 90 years. Look at him. He probably has.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here.
I
You can
already
go and
saw
see
it. It was
if you're
creepy.
interested.
I saw the killer whale.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Very chatty for a gruff old sea captain. Yeah, my grandfather is an old gruff sea captain. If you ask him or have him talk about his experiences as a sea captain, he can go on and on and on for hours. But small talk? Good luck.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
Probably has some amazing stories. Oh, he 100% does. He wrote, a couple of years ago, he wrote an autobiography, and I feel incredibly lucky to have sort of all of his stories, basically the story of his life, only the most spectacular parts of it. I have that in a book form, and I feel very, very lucky to have that. Want something about programming, make sure you don't have the week booked. But that's awesome. I love listening to people be passionate about something that they really, really love. It's just always a great experience, even if it's something that I don't give a shit about. Just hearing someone go on about something that they love, it's always great. Yeah, Skipples, he's the one that paints ships as well. He retired as a sea captain to be a painter. He's incredible. Absolutely incredible.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
Yeah. Apparently not.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all.
Of course,
It's
it's
an episode
his
from
father.
Our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Let me see what one of these paintings looks nice. Skibbles, can you DM me? I would rather not share it in public, because you know it would lead to people finding my full name and all of that. I will open Kepi. I will have the link. I will keep that on my browser so that I can listen to it later. Okay, so I think we did all of them. Yeah.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Okay. Consult diary. What's our new objective? We have 2 skill points. Oh, we can unlock psychology level. Let's wait a little with that though. Roy Mitchell and James Fitzroy. Clues. I'm not sure what we can really do with these clues right now. Sure. Get inside the warehouse. Okay, so they... Very kind of them to have moved away now that I need to get past.
You shysters, you're crazy. They're cops.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
You son of a bitch!
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
His teeth are so weird.
You're not sailors. It's a sign.
Ah, crabs! Ah! Sorry. Thanks, plot barricade. Although I prefer plot barricades like this over an invisible wall or like a this tall blockage of the road. I would rather have something like that. Ooh, what the hell is that statue over there? That is creepy as shit. Can I fall through? No. I cannot fall through. Fun fact, I have fallen through holes like this in real life. It's not fun. Especially when you don't see them. And you just suddenly fall and land in water. Occultism.
St. Brendan. Patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Okay. If there's a story that needs shared. I was a kid. And God, it sounds weirder when I say it out loud, but I basically, we were on the docks, my dad was fishing. It looked sort of like this. Not the scenery, but the docks alone. And I had a ketchup bottle, and I filled it with water, and I was basically walking backwards, like this, watering the docks with the ketchup bottle. And there was a hole in the dock like this, and I just fell through, walking backwards. It was a panic-inducing moment. That's the story. I feel like this is the kind of game where the more you explore, the more dialogue options you're gonna get. So I basically want to do everything before we go into the warehouse.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
Do what?
We saw what you did to St.
What
Brendan.
the fuck?
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our
Really?
island and ridicule our protectors.
I am so upset about this thing because I didn't choose to do that. That was just something my character did out of nowhere, and I'm being punished for it. This... This is bullshit. It kind of reminds me of Far Harbor. Catch a bottle-related dog accident. That's quite literally what it was, though. Although it sounds weird when you say it like that, but sure. Sure. Who is Saint
I've never
Brendan?
heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the Navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself.
I
He's
saw
at the
it.
end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
TWIGGI being rude MEGALUL.
Hi, Jetlag. Thank you so much for the bits. And that was not my choice. I am so upset about this whole plot thing where something my character does without consulting me leads to everyone just thinking that I'm this jerk. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. Kind of want to know what they're on. Really? They don't look too good. They sound low whales, especially dead whales. Yeah. Again, with the Dishonored similarity, it's creepier. But I can see the similarity.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Okay.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Naturally, as you do.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
What?
St.
I
Brendan.
would never.
He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Alright.
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
They look a lot more drunk than they sound. Gotta give them that.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
I mean, they can barely stand up, but they're speaking fairly okay. Cat seems the most interesting character. I know! I just want to know more about Cat!
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
That's like the best thing about this game so far. Cat.
Where do you think you're going?
I don't know. I just want to explore.
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
Hold to test eloquence. I'm a little scared that it's gonna fail. But we'll try it.
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff?
That's exactly what I'm
Forget
saying. Fuck. Hope she's not all weird teeth like these other characters, though. I have a feeling she might be. It seems to be a thing. You're very eloquent. Well, thank you, Skibbles. Apparently, my character is not quite as eloquent as me. I don't know why.
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
Well, I'm reopening it. He is holding me back. I should fire him. I should fire him and get a new character.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
I think
What
I'll
do
be
you mean by
fine,
that?
thank you very much.
The only one left
Or-
there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Okay, we're visiting him. Do you think that there's a portal inside the warehouse that leads to the... I can't walk by there? Okay. That leads to the Lovecraftian universe? And that's why she did all those paintings, because there was a portal in the warehouse that led her to see all of that?
No, if it gets out,
A portal or
serious
something similar.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Maybe it's a source of the trouble. Yeah! Exactly! I think we're onto something here. I think we're onto something.
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Hi, Sammy! Yes, this is the newest one.
Quiet.
Yes, yes, yes. File your theory for later. Just don't forget, when it turns out that is the case, don't forget that it was my
What's
theory.
with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Go die of thirst? Oh, I don't think we have enough eloquence for this. We haven't successfully done any of the eloquence tests. I think we would have to be higher leveled for that. I don't think we want to ask if they deface the statue. I think they would be seriously pissed at us. We work for Cat? I'm not sure. We know they work for Cat. Let's just ask this. This passage leads to the Hawkins warehouse.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Should we? I'm scared. I kind of want to say that Cat sent me, but if I fail, I think that will have repercussions. I don't discourage your lost theories. That's true, Skibbles. You always encourage my outrageous theories. These guys are the rudest so far in a town of rude people. They are! They can fuck off. See, I feel like if we manage to do the Cat sent me, I feel like that would let us in. But if we fail it, I think we kind of lose our chance.
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
Hang on. Hang on. Man up. Is there any... There are no other places to go, right? I want to try going back inside the bar and talk to that lady. This is opened up! Oh, good thing I went back. I approve of anything that involves Cat. I know. Cat? I'm so intrigued and curious about her.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I think I'll be fine. I think I'll be fine.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman.
I'm not.
She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
Sorry, I'm a little tired today.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
Oh, just a lamp. There was a lantern back there, where we came from, but I couldn't pick it up. I'm not sure if I can pick it up now either. Can I get in the car? No. That's disappointing. I can go in here. Oh, this looks like a plot area. Look at this. Find hidden items. The spot hidden skill allows you to detect hidden items in a close range. Oh! Oh, so bottom left, if we see that symbol, that means there's a hidden item.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
We're all tired. Good. That's reassuring. As you get up early to help my mom move out of her old couch and bring in a new one. That is actually pretty hard work.
A whale.
I hope it went.
If
I
the
hope it went
newspaper
well.
clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real
Cut
fuss.
my hand open on a staple right where it hits my desk and mouse. Oh no! Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. Hi, Jan. Good evening. It's interesting. It's very interesting so far.
This ratchet device seems to be usable.
Very interesting. We're investigating. A family died, and we are investigating how they died, basically. I skipped this. Aww, thank you.
A handle. It must come from these old
That
witches.
is very kind of you. I appreciate that. Let's recap. We are detective. Yeah. Basically, we are a detective, and we had this old guy, father of the lady that died, and he says there's something more to this case. And so he wants us to investigate. So now we're on this island, and we're basically just trying to figure out what happened. There hasn't been any scares. It's a very slow build-up. And I'm not sure if this is the kind of game
I
that
could use
has
this old winch to lift the
massive jump scares. I think it's more of a creepy atmosphere thing. We want to meet Kat. Yeah, Kat is apparently the lady that runs things around here, and we are very interested in knowing who she is. I need more pieces? Oh no. I didn't find more pieces. It's been 90 minutes of everyone in town being an asshole to us. Yes. Everyone in this town is a goddamn asshole. Every single person. Why would I bother finding out when you have such a great one here? Aw, skip this. Oh, mister, you guys are too kind. Oh! I have- oh! Okay, cool.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
I don't know how to take my lighter down, but okay. Oh, we found all the hidden objects. Cool. She is the one in the bar. That's what I figured. She looked like a badass, so. Turn the handle.
Looks like everything is in
Strength.
its place. All that's
I haven't
left
leveled
is to try
strength.
to turn this handle.
Do I have to level strength to get past things in the game? Because that's gonna be a problem. I never
broke it.
I never leveled strength in any games. Who needs strength when you have all the other skills, right? Also, I fucked this up. Any help for lost later? I am not sure. I'm really tired. I'm not ruling it out. I'm not ruling it out, but I'm not saying yes or no. Yet. Hi, Pogo! Good to see you. Good to see you. So what? I fucked this up because I don't have enough strength, and now I can't. Now I can't do it again? Oh, no! By the way, it's interesting how I have failed every single test strength, test eloquence, everything in this game so far. I don't know. I don't know. You should get coffee. Not now. I think.
Well,
See-
well.
Ooh,
A little mouse has got lost on our
Ooh.
turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid.
I'm guessing this
what
is Cat.
gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Yeah, we have skill points. We can use them in different things. You can persuade the cog with your intelligence stat. I'm sure he would listen to that. Oh no, I think Luck Me Through is a stupid answer. I had no idea is another stupid answer. You can use some coffee if you to make me some instead. Sure! I'll make you some coffee, Joey. You'll have it in a couple of days. I hope that's fine. I think the best thing is just to not say anything, because I think she will lip on us if we say anything.
Has the cat got your tongue?
You've come for a fight. What I've got to say won't change a thing.
You're a quick learner. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Oh, it's timed!
Is your name Cat?
Oh!
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Oh, shit! Luckily, no quick time events.
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
So what? Was that the wrong choice?
Oh, I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to...
Ah. Okay. Cat is still best character so far. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. No clue what's going on. No, it's... I mean, to be fair, not a lot has been explained. Cat basically rules this town. She blackmails people and she decides a lot of stuff. Hold up, can I... Ooh, these people weren't here before. We're trying to get into this warehouse because that's the warehouse of the people that died. And apparently there should be some clues there.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
Very convincing.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
I want this lamp. Can I just... No? Alright. So, I assume I can't... Or can I go back there? Can I talk to you again?
I bet you don't see one like her every day, do you?
Yes. Cat is an extraordinary woman.
Damn right. There's nobody more intimidating than her on the docks. Except the captain, of course. But you're lucky that she left you alive. She must think that you can be of use to her. With that, please do excuse me, because I'd prefer not to be seen talking with you for too long.
There's not my own lamp. I have the lighter, yes. I just want more. I just want more light. I'm really annoyed that I can't get through here because I didn't have enough strength. Really, really, really annoying. Because this broke entirely, so I can't even fix it. We played that earlier. Yeah, that was in the dream sequence before the actual game started. I only have a lighter now. Okay, so there's nothing here. There's nothing here. Can I... I have 2 points, but it's not enough to level up anything. Except for psychology, and I'm not sure how that's gonna help us in this. I need eloquence, that's what I need. Because I feel like we need to go either for eloquence or strength. If you try to level up both, then you're screwed because you're never gonna have enough of either of them to do what you want. So we have to choose which type of route you want to go. Who was the captain? Inhabitants. Captain. That's Fitzroy, so that's this guy over here. Can he help me?
You're back again.
Yes, I need help.
What can I do for you?
So far, there's a lot of talking, so any speech option might be really helpful. Yeah, I think it will be. I think that's gonna be the way we're gonna go in terms of skills.
Apparently, the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
Yes, but I already fucked up that.
Today for all the warehouses on the island. But I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic
Can you
type.
help me? I don't think he's gonna help me.
What?
I don't think he's gonna help me. I've done all of the dialogue options.
So
Damn.
come back and see me.
Is there anything new in here? Probably
Broken.
not.
This place seems half abandoned.
Oh, I didn't go out here. There's nothing. He's blocked the staircase. That's interesting. Apparently needs a level strength. For this thing, that would have been extremely useful. I just don't... Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be smart to focus on both. Maybe we can find a pry bar. That could probably work. Either find a pry bar or try to talk someone into helping us. And so far, everyone seems to hate the shit out of me, so I don't think that's gonna work. Can I talk to the bartender again? No.
What? Another break?
One of those damn...
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend.
Ooh!
I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. Something that I respect. So understand by that. If I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
It's very, very much like Dishonored, yeah. It really is. Do we... Oh god, do we tell the truth or do we lie? I'm leaning towards telling the truth. Because I don't think our character is a very good liar. Great minds, I agree, yeah. Without the cool powers. Oh man, I wish we had the cool powers. Think she would see through any lies? Yeah, I think she's the kind of person who would. And considering that we failed every single eloquence task so far, I don't think we would be able to do it. I think we're just telling the truth.
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins
Why not?
family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly.
I'm a pretty
But
nice
it's also
person.
really stupid of you.
Oh no.
You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
Okay. I'm sorry. I can't tell if that went well or really poorly. Me neither. Me neither.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
I'm so scared of choosing
You're
a
out of
dialogue
luck.
option here.
It's on my turf.
Fuck.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Would I have taken that risk? Do you think I'm that stupid? She probably does, doesn't she?
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of. And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you. To make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me. And I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return.
What kind of favor are
Do
we
you
talking
accept?
about? I feel like that would be relevant to know before I accept. It seems like she has the strength points to help you with that cog. She most certainly does. And if she doesn't, she has like 5 bodyguards. She seems friendly? No. No, she doesn't. Sexual favors. I mean, sure, I'll be up for that. Probably wants you to mow her lawn. She has like 50 bodyguards. They can do everything for her.
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your
Lon.
authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save
This is
face
one
in
of those
front his
things again where
sailors.
she walks
They revere their brave
slower
captain as they
than
do their
my
old statues.
walking speed.
But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit, and nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their
With
interests
the local
lie.
gang boss as your sidekick,
Apart from
I
that
do.
pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to
This will
admire his
surely
stubbornness
earn me
or
some respect. I mean, come on, everyone hates me.
Cops, they can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, speed up, woman! Anyone want to walk in speed is twice as fast? Yep.
It's fine. He's with me.
I don't hate you. Good. That makes me feel better. But everyone in this town hates me. And I don't know why. If you haven't done it, save. I think it auto-saves. I can't. What? There's no save button. Oh, mister, there's no save button. But it auto-saves very often, so I think we should be fine. Might even say the opposite if there was lost later. I need an excuse to drink some
Be a
wine.
gentleman and move that for me.
I don't have any strength. You're asking the wrong person. I think you're stronger than me. Sure.
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't.
I had to open the thing for you!
In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
I kind of want to punch her in the face. Don't get me wrong, I love her, but I kind of want to punch her in the face. Big burly detective man with no strength. That's me!
Ugh, this place stinks.
Though, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This is the kind of game where I can tell if I play it for too long, I'm gonna get sick. There's something about this game that triggers that sort of motion sickness. So it's probably not gonna be super long streams, so I'm just gonna say yes, I'd be up for a shorter stream and Lost later. Just making that decision. I'm also gonna be right back while I just get some water. So, see you guys soon. that pic. It's super, super good, isn't it? Thing is, when I commissioned that PRB screen, I basically said that I just wanted something super simple. Super simple background, like an a gradient or a simple pattern. And the artist that I used, she basically contacted me and was like, I have this idea. What if we make this border with things from your stream? And I was like, what? Really?
Connection
She's amazing.
between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case.
And she didn't charge anything extra for it either. It was really, really, really cool of her. Reconstruct. Ooh. I like the actual detective elements of this game. Medicine.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this?
I don't know.
It smells as bad as it looks.
I can imagine. I'm glad there's no smell transfer in this game.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
To leave a I'm not done reconstructing!
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
It's such an interesting concept, this game. I'm still waiting for the... My theory is that somewhere in the warehouse or the house of the Hawkins, there is a portal to a different world.
What happened here?
Painkillers are usually cheaper than a house. Yeah, usually.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
Seems to be like Witcher senses. Yeah, kind of does. Except that you can see seeing the reconstruction like this is super cool. Super, super cool. We saw that there's a freaking Poland in Civ 6, but not Czech Republic. Oh no! Bullshit that I can't pick up this lamp, but okay. I'll have to use my lighter. That's fine. I like my lighter.
Oh my god!
Oh my
We're having
god!
a fire! Birthday! Oh, the burning! It burns me! Evacuate all the school children! Oh, they... This isn't a fever scene!
Oh god.
Can't even see where the knob is!
Welcome back, Galsa. Thank you for gifting a sub to Frederick TV. That's very kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Naked man punching a mirror. The clues check out. Yeah, seems about right. Seems about right. Gonna play some Civ 6? Have fun, mister. We'll see you in a few days.
Someone has settled in here.
Yeah, it wasn't Galsa, it was an anonymous
And
gifter.
whoever it is has something to tell
Thank you
me
very
about
much,
the
anonymous
Hawkins
gifter.
case. Is there anyone in there? You, don't move.
I did
Detective
nothing.
Pierce, I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Whatever. I have no skills in any of this. I haven't died. I don't think it's been possible to die yet. It went in a different direction from the beginning. The beginning sequence, Galsa, was just a dream. We're investigating now. Don't practice too much, Twiggie and I must be able to beat you. True. True. No one's allowed to practice Civ too much. Reality would be Factorio. I never got into Factorio. I tried it once. And it was too complicated, so I gave up. First impressions, very, very, very interesting. I'm excited to see where it goes, but I am very interesting. Endless Legend, same genre as Civ 6, but feels nicer. Oh, really? I'll have to look into that. I'll have to look into it. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Last time I tried... Obviously, we don't have enough strength. We don't want to threaten him either. I don't want to go that way. I don't want to be that person who threatens people and starts fights. So can I access my menu? I cannot access my journal, so I don't know how many points I have in psychology, but there's not a lot because I...
Oh my god! We're having a fire! Birthday! Oh, the burning! It burns me! Evacuate all the school children! Oh,
I think we're gonna go one of these two.
this isn't a fever! Sing, Gray! Can't even see where the knob is!
Thank you very, very much, anonymous gifter, for gifting a stuff to Shameful the Blind. That's very, very, very kind. Thank you so much. Has some learning curve. You have to like engineering stuff? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's my biggest problem with it. You should also focus in one for some games of time. They're all bloody hard. I believe you. I think these two are gonna fail.
Wound up? You mean messed up?
Dog. We don't take no lessons from the likes of you. We do our job carefully and fairly. No stone was left unturned.
Really? Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it.
Tons of pizza in the oven. Also, let me know if you need a timer.
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker.
I can set an alarm.
Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge.
Don't get into his car. I know,
See the building?
If you get into someone's car that is trying to abduct you, you're dead.
That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on.
You're straight up dead. Alright, chapter 3, Garden of the Hawkins Mansion. I wonder how many different investigations we have to do, because I know this is a fairly long game. I mean, longer than a typical horror game. They're usually not that long. But I think this is like somewhere between 10 and 16 hours. So it's gotta be more investigations, surely. 22 minutes. Oh, I set it to 15, but I can increase it. 22 minutes. I got you. Other than a name, I don't get a horror feeling from this game at all so far. No, it's not really... It's been a detective game so far and not a horror game.
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion.
This looks creepy though. There are 50,000 people watching old school RuneScape PvP tournament. Hold up.
The place has been
They still
abandoned
have
since the fire.
old school RuneScape
There's only old
PvP
Winchester in
tournaments?
his hut.
Damn. I'm surprised. Hi G Scott, good evening. How are you? So confused how people like this. I'm confused too. I thought the mansion burned.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on
I thought that's how they
You're
died.
pretty damn observant, ain't you?
I am a detective.
The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas
But they all died.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing
This
room.
doesn't add up.
And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
I have all the questions. I'm glad to hear it, G. Scott. I am doing pretty well. I'm a little stressed out. First exam is on Monday, so tiny bit in panic mode, but I'm fine. This guy's mouth is the scariest thing I've seen so far. Everyone's mouths are just terrible in this game. Honestly. Is that the male version of Shepard? I don't know what you're talking about. His eyes are fine. His mouth is the problem. Define your top student. I think you have too much faith in me. The exam is in project management. Which, the thing is, I feel like I know a lot and I can probably explain a lot of the stuff. It's just remembering all of it and when it's relevant. Let's not talk about my exams. How soon after? I think it's like 3 weeks. It's 2 or 3 weeks. Which is evil. It's a project to manage us and you're doing just fine. That's a point. That's a good point. RuneScape is no fun to stream, just many people telling you how to play. Oh no. Ah, that sucks. Exams feel so outdated, like we don't have Google at our fingertips. Yeah. Our psychology professor, she's trying to make it so that we're allowed to bring our books to the exam because she doesn't care how much we remember, and that doesn't matter. What matters is how well you're able to apply it in real life situations. And so being able to bring our books would be a better way to show that. It was a grade immediately. Students like professors that grade immediately, but you probably already know that. Investigation. I mentioned this earlier, but I'm scared of choosing the wrong dialogue options because sometimes a dialogue option just outright ends the conversation. And so I'm scared that I don't choose the right answers or the ones that just makes it so that I can't ask anything else. That's a little bit stressful. Not Professor of the Year so often because I do stuff students hate. Good point. Good point. Thank you, G. Scott. I can work on Monday after being off work all week. Oh no. Yeah, that's a bad feeling. That's a really bad feeling. Hopefully it doesn't take too many days to get your sleep pattern back on schedule. Same to you, Skibbles. Oof. That sucks. That sucks. Need to make sure I maintain a semi-decent sleep schedule. We'll help you with that, Galsa. We'll yell at you. Once the stream ends, we'll yell at you to go to sleep. Don't worry. Let's ask the unlocked answer first.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Good. I can sleep until February. Ugh. I'm jealous. Only another 3 weeks of work. And then I'm off for another 2.5 weeks for Christmas. Nice. We actually have something like 2.5 to 3 weeks of Christmas vacation as well, and I am really, really happy with that. Game has a lot of detective-style gameplay. Yes, it's more of a detective game so far than anything else.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
I think it's gonna change once we get to the mansion.
It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Solving puzzles is what you're best at? You're right. It's my specialty.
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around it, would seem.
Of course I have. That's what I do.
You already know it. The Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Once we get to these impossible with us. You're not wrong, Elsa. I am trying. Oh, Cobb is wearing eyeliner. He's wearing a lot of stuff. There's so much going on with these people's faces. It's very fascinating.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Anything to detract from his mouth. Do you think he eats rabbits? I think he's half rabbit. Look at that mouth. It's such a rabbit mouth. Somebody's skull to look at their teeth and eyeballs. It was more terrifying than you'd think. That's been the scariest moment of this game so far.
Night falls quickly here.
It was bad.
And I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
why not?
Sure.
You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Sure. I'm not sure if it was clipped, Elsa. I can go back and look for it later. There's so many other places to go. You're going there? Okay. I'm just gonna real quickly check. Up here first. This is definitely the kind of game to reward you for exploring, I feel. And no clip in God mode. Not officially clipped.
There are dozens of us. Dozens!
I can't believe that alert scares me so much. Thank you so much for following, Kai Gaming. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, visually this game looks great. Apart from the character models are not always great. Look at this place. It's gorgeous. Why is there a chair? Oh, maybe it's part of this set right here. Oh, oh, small wooden whale. It started off looking terrifying, but now it's kind of cute.
Oh my God! We're having a fire!
Birthday.
Oh, the burning! It burns me! Evacuate all the school children! Oh, babe! This isn't
Was that all out here?
Can't even see where the knob
I think it
is.
was. Thank you so much, Anonymous Gifter, for gifting a sub to Kai Gaming. It's very, very kind of you. Very generous. Bioshock vibes from the Lighthouse? Yeah, I haven't played Bioshock. I will. I will at one point. At some point. It's on the list. Hey, if someone wants a gift subs anonymously, they're allowed to gift
Recently
subs
fallen.
anonymously.
It's as if all life has abandoned the place. Sturdy. And well sharpened.
Can I take it?
Sturdy.
Can I not take the...
And well
I feel like that axe is gonna be very, very useful. It has a horror vibe, and I think it's gonna be scarier. Like I said, my theory is that there's some kind of portal or something inside of this mansion. I think things are gonna escalate. I think so.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined.
On the list to be butchered next. Why would you want a weapon of any kind when entering this creepy house? I don't know. It's just a gut feeling. Also, like, this looks like the entrance to the mansion. Why is that? Why is he not coming with us? He was the other way. Also, the music. I think they are preparing us for the horror elements of this game. Can I take? Come on! It's just standing there. I would not be surprised if they make the character models a bit off to make you feel a little uneasy. That could be. Could be. Because the rest of this game looks fantastic. Hi, Kalia. Good evening. Hi, Dr. Weird. Perfectly reasonable to go unarmed. I feel like that's just a stupid thing. I feel it's very dumb to go in here unarmed, especially if you have the choice. Who did this?
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
I'm alright, Akalia. My stress level is a little bit high, but I'm better. How are you? How's your tooth? With our strength stat, an arm might be trouble. You're not wrong. Skibbles, I feel like we need something to defend ourselves with. We're not alone.
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not
He
to
did.
our knowledge. He was a well-respected
He 100%
personality on the
did.
island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such
Maybe
a thing happen.
Silas is the one who hated him. Maybe he was such a dick to... Maybe Silas put the mansion on fire. We'll unstress you later with Lost. I'm looking forward to it.
Is the caretaker still around? Evidence here suggests he is.
It's surprising indeed. Let's try to keep our eyes open.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh.
This just passes for you, dude. After Monday. Maybe. We'll see. Do this feel better? I'm glad to hear that. That's very, very good. Did you play We Happy Few? I did not. I did not play that. Because I heard it wasn't so good. And then I watched the beginning 20-30 minutes of it, of a playthrough, and I didn't love it. But I might play it someday. I'm cutting out for a quick second. Skibbles, I have dropped 78 frames this entire night. So it could be on my end, but fuck, now I'm stressed about that as well. I'm gonna try not to be too The axe is gone. The axe is gone!
The axe is gone. I'd better be on my guard.
Who the fuck took the axe? Okay, I will try not to stress, but do let me know if it keeps going. I'm gonna try not to stare at the drop frames number. I will try. You took the axe! I told you we should have fucking taken the axe. Now there's someone we don't know who has a murder weapon. This is not good. This is not good.
This entrance is still in use.
I hate it when it suddenly cuts to cutscene.
Whoa!
Of him talking. Is that Silas?
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. And let's talk calmly.
Please don't be a quick time
I'll
event.
show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
I don't have the strength. Oh, fuck. I don't have... Do not defile this place.
You haven't.
I don't have the skills.
You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't.
I think he started the fire.
mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
Detective him to death. He's got a ponytail. That alone is reason not to trust the guy. Yes, your axe. Technically, it was never my axe. I tried to make it mine. It doesn't say test your investigation skills. I think just means it's part of the investigation, things that we've learned. So I think this should be safe.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it.
Should be.
If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin.
It's not convincing at all.
Vermin.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it. Vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do.
Looks like a
Go
decent
on,
working
man.
class guy.
Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more.
I don't trust him at all. Not in the slightest. I want to explore. Vermin hunt, standard quest in every game. I wonder how many vermin we will actually hunt.
This gate is locked.
Yeah. Is there anything at all here? Because this definitely feels like the kind of game that would reward you for exploring by giving you more... Ooh! Oh! This could probably be something. It's another axe. Can I take it? I can't! No! Aw, come on. Is this where Silas lives?
The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world.
Did the fuse situation. Yeah, that one's much better than I expected. Vermin and wall standard setup in every Lovecraft horror. That's true.
Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes.
But no information that I can use for anything else. Oh.
Bourbon. Empty, of course.
Exploring pays off. I'm telling you, can I not do anything though? So, come on! I should be able to break that window. It's already broken. Are you kidding me? Can I not do anything else? NBA 2K19, the top-selling game in psychological horror. People will categorize things as anything. What if I take the axe now? I don't know how these things work in this game, but if I take the axe now, surely... No. Then what the fuck was the point in moving that board? I don't understand. It didn't unlock it. Oh.
I know a thing or two about solitude myself.
So that did nothing! Come on! He's gonna pick up every piece of paper he finds but won't pick up extra lanterns. He's useless! He's actually useless. What a detective. So there's nothing here that I can do. What is this Cthulhu thing? He's our overlord. Basically. Demon thing. Building towards his soul, yeah. Oh, pizza alarm. Don't forget your pizza, Elsa. It's been 22 minutes.
Pierce.
Alright, we have the key.
Shall we enter? Now that you finish your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
There's gotta be something
Let's take
creepy
a look
inside this
inside.
mansion.
I'm with you.
There has to be. Look at this place! There's even a ghost figure right behind me. It's so dark I can only see his badge. Should I turn the brightness up a little bit? Because I can easily do that. Pizza or house burning down lava.
Follow me. I know the place.
It's a little brighter in here since he has the lamp. At least. I heard mice. I won, so I'm winning. Nice.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Ooh. Mostly alright? Good. Don't feel free to tell me if I should change the light settings at any time. You call in 20 minutes? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. No, they're gonna be some goddamn spiders. Of course. Look at this place.
What kind of meat is this?
I don't know. It looks disgusting. Look at this thing. Seriously, is that a giant squid head? Gross.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Slug meat? Oh, that's worse. That is worse. Way, way worse. Yeah, this is detective scene where we can reconstruct events. So he looks a little angry. Probably a squid. It looks like a squid head. What am I missing? I don't think I can open any doors while in detective mode. No. So there's something else? What? Because I can't exit detective mode right now. But I don't see anything else I can interact with. I'm a shit detective. This.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
And mom.
Sarah Hawkins didn't eat. Was it because of the meat or something else? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Looks like it. I think that was everything. Yeah.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working.
Investigating!
This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
I'm just checking out the rest of the room before we saw to that one. Yeah, Skibbles, you're right. Thank you for giving me the credit. Much appreciated.
Silas managed to bring the fire under control.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
I think we can find something the cops missed. Oh, hidden object.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Probably, yes. I'm gonna say yes. I have no light.
Did it stop at the time of the fire?
Is that a rhetorical question? Why
The
was he
child's
lying on the
corpse
ground?
left a trace. Where are the others?
Did he try to escape, fall, and then pass out?
They had a fight. Why?
Because they didn't want to eat the squid? A lot of good theories coming up here. Everybody in this game's a heavy drinker. Yeah, that's sort of my thinking too. Hi, Fari. Good evening. It looks like it hasn't been touched in months, if not years. Can you tell me the mice or vermin hasn't touched the food that people haven't eaten? I don't know. I think plot-wise, the fire happened not too long ago, but I'm not sure.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one
I
of
don't
her
know.
shoes? How?
Okay, we found all the hidden objects. So now there's only story clues left.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
Oh. Good point. I have no light. What else?
Did someone escape the fire?
Interesting. Creepy ass painting, yes.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight.
So the mom of the
Someone fell
family, Sarah, she paints these creepy ass paintings.
A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
The fire wasn't just an
I
accident.
firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
What's your theory?
I'm not trying to interfere with character creation. I do not appreciate that you guys imply that I had anything to do with Shepherd's Eyes. Because I didn't. That's just how she looks. Long story short, I might not be around for a bit next week, maybe the week after. I fucked up and got some fixing to do. I'm sorry to hear that, Fari. I hope everything works out for you. I really, really do. Here's another thing that I like about this game. In a lot of detective games, you find all the clues and then you talk to the right person and then they sort of just solve it without you having to interfere. But here you actually have to use the clues and you have to sort of make your own.
I think
like
the
that.
Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Also, this
just ask
manor
that you
is
don't
creepy
disturb
as shit.
anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be...
Also, I think I can level up my eloquence. Okay, cool. Because that seems to be very, very important. Validate. Okay.
Serious trouble.
We're called peers. We are, yes. Medicine! Last medicine book I found was number 2. Oh, in the century. Okay, never mind. I'm stupid. I was at I can't remember what I was at. Okay, never mind. How's the game? It's very, very, very interesting. So far, I'm enjoying it a lot. It's been...
These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same
been really
bandages
cool.
that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person.
Seriously, this manor is so creepy.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty.
Well, sorry for this officer. How you feeling? He's a token expendable guy, so the game shows how bad the monster is. You're probably exactly
An
right.
original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
I'm sticking with my theory that something in this house opens a portal that allows the monsters.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler.
I'm sticking to that theory. And that's and I forgot her name, Sarah or whatever. She was able. I need light. Do I not? Okay, good. She was able to open that portal.
This place was falling apart long before the fire.
And that's why all her paintings are so damn creepy, because she saw that world that no one else could see. That's
a book on the first inhabitants of the island.
Yep. That's what I'm going with.
Seems they got here around the 14th century.
Do I also investigate upstairs? Let's do it. Why not? He's just hanging around here. I'm sure he'll tell us if we stray too far. God, this place is huge!
Dark water history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century.
Why are all the lights green? He's gonna get scared by a donation sound at the perfect moment. That's never happened before.
There's something disturbing about this painting.
There's something disturbing about all her paintings. What the fuck is that?
There's something disturbing about this painting.
I'm not sure you heard that, because it wasn't that
20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Let's just take it. Let's just steal their books. Oh, this will come in handy.
A crowbar. Could prove useful.
Yeah. Something. See, Capu, that's not very comforting. Also, fuck this lightning. Do I explore the entire mansion? Because that could take some time. Do I have a map? I don't think I have a map.
Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus,
He
and mother
burned
of
himself on the lighter. I hope that doesn't happen at the wrong moment.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call
You could get the crowbar, but not the axe. I know, right? So stupid. It's all about comforting. You expect that, except that one painting. It is. Dear sir, as you know, I have always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she, again, terrified my clientele. I know she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems to be able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to recur, believe me that, although it would feel like torture, I would be obliged to involve the police. Respectfully yours, Anton Wellard. Complaint. Not enough strength for the axe. Could be, but still, that would be weird. Link is too cute. He really is. There was some fireworks earlier today, And, you know, he's not too scared of fireworks, but it does stress him out a little bit.
Locked.
He speaks so loudly, what the fuck? It stresses him out a little bit. So after there is firework, he always... Is this from the fire? Or is this just a random scratch? Anyway, he always wants to be like super close to me. This is too dark. Light switch? Oh fuck, can I have a torch or... Ah!
Welcome to the Conjuring House. Look for the Gemini key.
No! I don't want to look for a Gemini key! Thank you so much, Galsa, for all the bits. Thank you very, very much. Don't remind me of that damn game. I don't want to find a stupid Gemini key. I'm assuming this is the kids' room.
The boys' room.
Thank you very, very, very much for the bits. I do appreciate it. That was lightning. That fuck off game. I'm a little on edge. I'm a little bit on edge.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
It's a good fort. Gotta say, it's a good fort. What the fuck are these drawings? From a little kid? Seriously, what?
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. Sleeping pills.
Oh.
Strong for an 11-year-old
Oh no.
boy. What was wrong with this family?
A lot of things. Now I can look at the paintings too.
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them?
Maybe he was able to see
Simon's
into the portal
troubles
as
went
well.
Beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Everything is just... It's just validating my theory. I like it. Oh, there's a hidden object somewhere. Key. Key to open Sarah Hawkins' office. Is this her office?
What will her room reveal about her?
I have to admit, I'm a little bit creeped out.
Barbiturates.
Tiny bit creeped out.
Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated, resorting to such a treatment.
The act is a depressant of the nervous system, but once you begin, you can never live without them. That I know something. Ooh?
A barbiturate prescription from a certain Dr. Ford.
To be taken every 4 to 6 hours as required. If attacks become too violent, add 25 milligrams. Do not consume alcohol or any other medication.
That's a massive dose. Was Sarah violent?
Is this related to her seeing things? We have the key. We have the... Is this not her office? Do we not have the key? I don't think...
This padlock is too complicated for me.
Dude, seriously, dude.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Office key.
We have the key. Let's pick this lock.
Right? This is stupid. Thank you for the bits, Galsa. What? Unless this isn't the office?
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Ah!
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
But this is her room. Where else would the office be? Upstairs.
This door is locked.
I have the...
This door is locked.
How do I use... It's never had me manually have to use anything before. I don't know how this is supposed to work. Also, yeah. Fine, I guess I'll leave this for now. Also, I don't have a map, so that's fantastic. Oh! I guess this is her office. What? I'm sorry. I'm sorry? Excuse me?
The door is blocked on the other side.
Where's police officer? I left him at the beginning of the house.
Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
It just told us to explore the house. Fate brought us together and forever it will bind us. Looks like my office? What the fuck are you doing in your office?
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold. It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
My very dear Sarah, ever since you left to bury yourself away on that lost island, your art has been attracting increasing numbers of collectors. I beg you to send me some new paintings. The last ones, so somber and strange, moving as no other paintings have been, are selling at a premium price. Your percentage of these most recent sales are attached. Do not forget your friend, who was the first to recognize your genius and display it to the world. Affectionately yours, Maximilian L. But seriously, what the fuck?
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
I can't enter detective mode and recollect things from here, but also, what are these scratch marks? Because they have been
Bradley? Is that you?
Can we not? You saw that right. Someone shut that door. Or opened it.
Is anyone there?
Just imagine rabbits in a farm.
Thank you, Kalsa. It doesn't really make me feel comforted. Or spiders in an underwater cave? No, please no. Please no. Please! We're trying to comfort me, not make me feel worse. That's not a demon. That's a thief.
You! Stop!
That's a simple human thief. Thief? You can't. Ah! Okay, apparently we can. You're so slow.
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who?
Ah!
I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
No.
The man was hiding on the upper level.
But that
He
was
ran when he saw me.
apart from the fact that he
He
just
can't be
disappeared. Apart from the fact that he just literally vanished. That was a human.
This door is blocked from the outside.
And not-
The lyrics of the drunken sailor.
And not a
Cover
ghost or demon. We switch. Why would you want to switch to the lighter when you have a lamp? To light the fireplace? I can't do that. Thief or survivor? I don't know. I'm gonna guess thief. Oh, because we have a limited fuel. You can't see it because I'm covering it.
This door was closed earlier.
But there's a fuel bar behind me. What door was closed earlier? The one right in front of us? Musical rabbits in long dark. I had a plan of how to sustain ourselves.
No, he was here.
With
I'm sure. Let's search this.
It's obviously a door behind here. That's the most obvious thing ever. Hi, Chelsea. I am having trouble speaking. Hi, Chalcepticon. It's good to see you again. It has been a while. The game is
This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism.
It's a lot of fun. It's very, very interesting. I've been enjoying it a lot so far. Oh no, it's a puzzle. Oh no, it's a puzzle. What am I
Oh my god! We're having a fire!
Birthday.
Validate. Oh. So I need to actually know what I'm looking for. Okay.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Let's investigate.
Can't even see where the knob is!
Thank you so much, anonymous gifter, for gifting a sub to Chalcepticon. That is very kind.
Clearly,
Appreciate
Charles
that a lot.
Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well.
Okay, so we...
I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably
It says that we need to,
It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor.
to validate the location. This is not enough light.
It's movable.
Oh, it is, okay. So we need to find a location.
They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage.
Clues
I
probably
must
in the
find a
room
way
because of
to
video
activate
games. You think so? Or is the gear train? I don't think it's a crowbar. We can try it, right? We can try it. You can never leave. No, we have a thing for keeping people here. Where cogs are greatest weakness. As long as we just don't do the strength thing. I'm curious because I'm scared that if we do use the crowbar, we're gonna break it. And that's not gonna get us anywhere. I think we're gonna explore. We're gonna see if we can find a hint to the
Charles Hawkins was keeping her father's
to
letters
the globe
from
thing. Why did Hawkins intercept his wife's mail? I don't know. So we're gonna explore, and if we cannot figure out the globe thing, we can then we use the crowbar. Sounds like a plan.
It looks like an old seaway map.
Right. This could be a problem. I think we have a clue, but this could be a problem.
They look like Celtic runes.
Celtic runes?
Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips. Seems like this came from a log.
Oh, this is gonna be something too. Darkwater Islands. We sailed north all morning. Captain Hamilton is confident. He says we'll beat Orpheus this season. May God be merciful. I preferred it when the whales disappeared without trace. With these carcasses, we can no longer ignore their sad fate. What is eating these huge beasts? I told Hamilton it was a bad omen. He doesn't care. We dropped anchor near a village. The inhabitants say that the waters are red with the blood of the sacred beasts, and to follow them is to defy the gods. I told them that I only feared God Almighty, but in the loneliness of the hold, I am scared. We have sighted a huge whale in the distance. Its size seemed to be beyond anything known to man. It sends out an infernal song. Hamilton wants it. Do you think that's the sacred catch that they did before? We've caught it! It's the most grotesque whale I've ever laid eyes upon. It will go into memory as the biggest catch ever. Men have died, but we have gained glory. This day will be celebrated for years to come. Darkwater, we have beaten Orpheus. Returned with empty holds, the Scylla and Hamilton are only memories. I have a theory that the thing where they caught the whale, I think that's gonna be... I'm just gonna take a picture of it so that I have it.
Another spellbinding voiceover from Twiggy. What a time to be alive.
You're so lucky. You're so lucky. Thank you very much for the bits.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
That's 33 and it's here. It's this spot right here. I think that's gonna be the clue. I think that's gonna be where the globe. So we'll see. 5330. So about here.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Come on!
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Remember, don't turn it around.
Looks
you
like
don't
the
want
navigational
might be gaining
paths
on you, cap a
described in
twig,
the log.
love.
Don't say that. Thank you very much for the bits, Akalia. Thank you, thank you. If it's not here, then where else is it gonna be? Is it gonna be Darkwater? Guess it could be, but I'm not. I think that would be a little too obvious. That's around
Doesn't
here.
work. I must have missed something. There must be a link with the Seaway map.
Map's mortal enemy, I know. But this isn't even navigating on a map. This is just trying to figure out the puzzle, and I can't figure it out. It's so scared playing horror games. Me too! Are you kidding? I get terrified playing horror games. Also, I missed this. Oh, oil refilled. Okay, cool.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
What am I missing? It's gotta be... I mean, technically, I could just take a picture of this map and just try all of the locations. Technically, it would be cheating a little bit, but it could work. I mean, it's... Let's be fair, it's either that or be stuck here forever. Okay. It starts off roughly here. I don't know how precise they want us to be either. Just didn't hit the exact spot.
Doesn't work. I must have missed
Maybe.
something.
A particular route. We're just looking for the one spot that triggers
Doesn't work.
the
I must have missed something.
that triggers the thing. And like I've been looking at the most the events from the list that make the most sense. 53. Okay, so it's
Doesn't work.
way up.
I must have missed something.
Oh, you're right. It's on the art. So I
Looks
was
like it
right. I
worked.
just did the numbers wrong. Thank you, Kathy. So
Well
it
done,
was the location where they caught the whale. At least. At least I was right. In theory. Numbers are to blame for everything. I agree. I agree. Who needs numbers anyway?
So I was right, but I was wrong.
Yeah, that sums up my life, really. Thank you for the bits, Elsa. So if we're gonna find the thief, maybe the thief is the expendable one who died in here.
Secret passage under the manor. It's like a detective novel.
You'd think one of us was a
That guy
detective.
must have already gotten far.
Yeah. And he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. 3 seats.
I miss Cat. I'm sure we're gonna see Cat again. I'm sure of it.
Did Charles Hawkins use this place?
Probably.
Who were the others?
I don't know.
What is this mask supposed to represent?
It's so creepy. Something about this guy, I have an uneasy feeling. The police officer?
Whatever Charles Hawkins hid here, he didn't want it in his house.
Or us. Did I miss anything else? It's the mouth. Oh.
This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress. Was Sarah Hawkins here?
Probably. Facehugger, we're alien now. No! I would rather deal with the giant squid than facehuggers. I would rather deal with the giant squid. Guy that's following me? Yeah, the police officer. He is. He's a little creepy. Whoa! We're gonna use a lighter because we don't want to use fuel unless we have to. This feels safe. And to get another alien game being announced in December. That could be fun. I know someone who's excited.
Of course.
There's tunnels all over this island. Given the size of this cave, there's gotta be other entrances.
The passage continues further down. Might as well start with that.
I ain't gonna squeeze in there. I'll find another way. If possible,
I mean...
I prefer not to ruin my uniform.
Fine, fine.
I heard that they were working on another game, but I didn't know it was gonna be Alien. Ooh, that would be fun. There's not an Alien Isolation sequel coming on December 6th. Aww. No. No game, no. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I hate this. No. I cannot crouch in the water. Because of course I can't. What? How do I... Oh. This can fuck off. Honestly, this right here can fuck right off. We're out of the water, we're fine. What is this? Game Awards for Game of the Year is gonna be Fortnite?
Some kind of dream catcher.
Of course it's gonna be Fortnite.
It'll turn to dust.
Such is the life of an unpaid detective. I hate this so much. Alien 76 on mobile? Oh no. Horror games on mobile is never
An old diary.
I thought we said no water, caves and spiders.
I know! The game is not listening! It's cruel. What? How do I... Oh. You're right, I might say that a lot. I swear it's not on purpose. Water plus dark plus tight spaces. Isn't it fun? In this volume, there is mention of the beliefs of the lost tribe. They worshipped an entity that spoke to them in their sleep. The whole tribe seemingly disappeared in a mass sacrifice to the glory of their deity. Good.
Sad way to go.
Yeah.
These paintings must be several centuries old.
Must they?
This monstrous creature must be an allegory.
Can we not?
These people lying down. Are they dead? Are they asleep?
Probably dead. Lovecraft is 80% nautical horror. I know. I just hate nautical horror. Several centuries, they look pretty new. I have no clue about that. That kind of thing. I can definitely see myself holding my phone across the room for something scaring the shit out of me. Well, mobile horror games are usually shit. No matter what. Didn't they release Outlast on the Switch? Because that's something. A trial of the eagle? No! No!
Time has weakened these structures.
No, don't you dare say those words in that order. This rock looks like it's been stitched in place. I don't feel safe. I don't want to go down. I'll go down to look at this. What the fuck is this?
It looks like animal oil, but certainly not whale.
Human oil? Galza. Don't push it.
I don't have time to search them all.
Just search one of them. Just search one of them!
I don't have time to search them all.
Thank God it's not locked.
What's going on here?
Piers!
Keep your voice down. We're not alone.
Good God. Me into.
We'll see. I'll go on. Try to go down on your side.
Yeah, there's a passage. I'll meet you at the bottom.
Okay, he looks better now. The first sneak animation was ridiculous. What the fuck are they doing? They're chanting, but for what? Ugh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Do you think Charles knew about all of this?
A mass grave. I got it.
Is this the beginning? Yeah, this is the beginning. It wasn't a dream.
Breathe.
This is...
What?
Some situations and encounters will make you panic. No shit. We weren't panicked in a dream.
Must find a way out of here.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no. This is gonna make me feel sick. I'm just saying. This is... That shaking of the panic.
Is it my turn? Yes. It is time. You will soon be one of us. If your body and mind are ready.
I dream of it every night. I have constant visions. I am ready.
Good enough. Prove it to us.
It's like in my dream.
So it was a dream, but it was a vision. Why is panic attacks a game mechanic and everything? I don't know. It works in some games. I will admit that. It works in some games. And it's certainly understandable that this guy would panic.
It seems to have been used recently. Probably some sort of ritual.
Yes. That progressed me in occultism, so that's good. I have 6 points. I can level up my eloquence. I am the master of eloquence. Do you see this? Do you see? Master. I'm just saying. Just pointing that out there. Okay. Alright. I'll get rid of her addiction. I have no addictions to anything. Hi, that gay ginger. Good evening. How are you? Hope you're doing well. It's a nose candy addiction. We just stop donating money.
I can't read Latin.
I don't have an addiction. I promise. I promise. Is this a... No. Why is everything locked? Why is it so... Whoa! Seriously, this is... this is the creepiest place. It's so...
All the school children!
It's so creepy. It's so creepy.
Can't even see where the knob is!
Galsa, thank you so much for gifting a sub to that gay ginger. That is very, very, very generous of you. I appreciate that a lot. Welcome back, Limey. Did you... Oh. Play some Golf with Strength for the streamer? Cool! I'm glad you had a good time. It's a very fun game to play with people. Very, very fun. What kind of sale is it? It's a fire sale. No, it's a fire birthday. Who's your team in Divinity 2?
Cthulhu Nithsiha Fitag.
Grant him your flesh.
Hang on. I don't remember. It was... Thane? The Red Prince? I don't know. It's been so long.
So that his mind and yours may be one.
I just want to explore before I confront them.
You are gifted indeed. Not another word. Let him pass through every
Whoa.
or sacred flesh. Oh, you who sleep. We pray for your return into the kingdom of the earth.
Dead?
Dead?
Killed us.
We are ready for the ceremony.
I don't know if I'm supposed to hide from these guys, but I think I do. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to interrupt it. Oh no. Oh, okay. We're fine. We're fine.
Bradley, what are you doing here? I saw two odd-looking guys coming down. Seemed up to no good. What in the world is this?
An intruder!
Oh, shit.
Fucking Bradley.
Don't move! Police! Don't move!
Bradley is dead. Bradley is super dead.
Get back! You asked for it!
You're so dead, Bradley. Holy shit.
You shouldn't have seen this.
Oh shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's caving in. I need to get out of here.
This, the camera motion. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh god, this is so awful. Did I die? Don't tell me I died. See you, Skibbles. Enjoy dinner. Oh no.
My leg.
Stop it with the stupid head bobbing. Oh shit. I guess that was scripted that we've got our leg hurt. Well, I guess it answers my questions of whether or not Charles knew about all of this.
Light. At last.
Aww. Is it tone from the game or my ear? Probably the game. Probably the game. Also, since we're starting a new chapter, I feel like this might be a good... Is Rush to Riverside... Dude, who found him? Bradley tries to arrest him. Hawkins, whose body displayed various mutations. He was caved in. How was he rushed to the Riverside Institute? I don't understand. Anyway, okay, he made it, so that's something. But yeah, since we're starting a new chapter, I feel like this is a good place to end for today. It's gonna put me right in a cutscene, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. We'll watch the cutscene and then we'll. Thank you so much, Galsa, for the bits. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
No!
This is a creepy-ass institute.
He's having a seizure.
He was alive. Strong subject.
Do they... Is this a part of the whole Charles thing? Oh, it must be. Dr. Fuller, where have I heard that? That was...
I can't get up.
He's definitely involved.
You can certainly say that you gave us a scare.
What did you do to me?
He was in on it?
Straps.
Whoa, go easy, my friend.
He was in on it this whole time.
You were dead. He killed you.
Are you sure he's better?
He was dead. Me too. We were dead. What are you doing?
I'm sorry, my friend.
What? No.
He looks even creepier without his hat. He does. This game saved. Okay. It's saved. So I am gonna call it a day. God, that whole head bobbing with the panicking thing made me feel really, really a little bit sick. So I'm gonna find someone to host. Let's see if I can find someone. But it was a really fun game. I'm super excited to play more of it. I really, really am. I think it has... It's not super scary. It's more atmospheric. Scary. And I like the detective elements of it. I think a lot of games, most games that do the detective element, do them wrong. just putting that out there. Most of them do that wrong. And I'm glad to see that this is, it feels a little better. So far, at least. Far Cry was super awkward about tabbing. Don't worry about it, skip this. Thank you for hanging out at all. Really, really appreciate it. I can't find that many people who are live, so let's find someone who is playing a horror game. Who is there? So thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I really, really do appreciate it, and the game is fun. I'll keep playing it tomorrow. Tomorrow, same time. Right? It's a long game, I think. I think I mentioned that. So it's probably gonna be a few streams of this game. Probably at least this entire weekend, and the next entire weekend is probably gonna be this, unless I decide I don't want to play it anymore, or it just suddenly speeds up and we finish it. We'll see. Thank you guys all so much for hanging out and for spending some time with me and for helping me forget about the stress of my exams for at least a short while. We're gonna be watching some Lost for those of you who want to join for that. Probably just an episode or two, but still, you're very welcome to join. If not, that's perfectly fine too. We're gonna be rating Halamar, who's playing Dead Space 3. Hope you all... You can choose to hang out with him if you want, and if not, that's fine too. Help me with that every night. Oh, mister! I'm glad to hear that. That means a lot. And I hope you all enjoyed watching the game. I'm really looking forward to keep playing it. And I am rambling, so I'm just gonna say goodnight. Thank you again, and I hope I can see you guys later.